I'm just trying to figure out if the Black Greeks are going to come back in droves with all of this outrage and this concern, and speaking outwardly against Lil Boosie now that he has come out with this Instagram live video, where he has outwardly admitted to a legally grown woman to perform fellatio and other sex acts on his sons and his nephews.
I'm training them boys right. I'm training them boys right. Ask any of my nephew. Ask any of them. Ask my son. Yeah. They were 12, 13. They got head. Yes, a grown woman. Grown, super grown. Super grown.
I would love to know if the Kappas and the Alphas and the Omegas and the Zetas and all these other Black Greek sororities and fraternities, if y'all are going to be just as loud, just as vocal, just as enraged as you were just a few months ago because he adorned his body with your Black Greek insignias. So this video in which Boosie went live on his Instagram page, and where he openly and outwardly admitted to being a proponent of, having engaged in multiple times, and being a contributor to pedophilia, child endangerment, child sex trafficking, child neglect, and a myriad of other illegal acts, is nothing short of a very critical and necessary call to action for the African American and for the Black community to finally sit down and figure out what in the entire fuck are we going to do about someone who consistently presents themselves as a threat to the protection of children, the protection of women, and the protection of those in the LGBTQIA community. I want y'all to know and understand that what he's doing to his boys, his sons, and his nephews is the exact same thing that was done to R. Kelly. He is the director, he is the puppet master of what could potentially be the next chapter of a whole ass Lifetime docuseries or an HBO docuseries called Surviving Lil Boosie's Teachings. Lil Boosie abuses minors. And the reason for that is because in our society, collectively speaking, as human beings, we normalize patriarchy to such a high degree where we actually believe that it's okay for young males, for young boy children to have and be introduced to these early sexual experiences in their lives because, quote unquote, that's what it means to be a man. An alternative to that, for young girls, young girls who are developing, if they even display some minute amount of sexual interest or attraction towards anyone of the opposite sex, if she, God forbid, shows her shoulders, we are ready to crucify these young girls on sight. But because of the trauma that is patriarchy across the board in our communities, we give passes to older men to indoctrinate and to proselytize young, innocent boy children to have early sexual experiences that they are ill prepared for, that is absolutely illegal, and yet we slap a label on it and call it that's normal. Lil Boosie himself in the video said, that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, hell yeah, I got my fucking son dick sucked.
Which speaks volumes, and to me specifically, because it lets me know that this same thing was done to him. The exact same thing. But furthermore, The fact that there's a grown woman and or women who have agreed to and who have performed these illegal sex acts on these minors lets me know a lot of things. One, she needs to be locked the fuck up too. Number two, she was also abused at some point in her life, right? Because for her to be propositioned from Lil Boosie, like, oh, hey, I want you to perform fellatio on my sons and my nephews too, and for her to say, yeah, okay, that works, lets me know that it's been a normalized, standardized sort of fixture in her life as well, just like it has been for Lil Boosie. This right here, y'all, this is the cycle of abuse. This is the cycle of abuse. This is why the Me Too movement is so vital. This is why the protection of children is so important. If we do not collectively raise our voices now to advocate for the protection of these children, which when it's all said and done, that is the most important thing. And by protecting these children, the action that needs to happen is legal action, where he needs to be charged and locked the fuck up, then we are complicit in what he's doing. And there's just no other way around that.